We've had over 10,000 people applying 48 hours. The scheme opened on Friday, on Friday afternoon. I was in Poland, actually, on the border, when we launched the scheme. Let's be clear, this is the first scheme in the world that's up and running in this short period of time. 10,000 applications, and yes, grants are happening as we stand here right now and are speaking. So I'm surging staff across all application centres across the entire European Union, as well as in the border countries such as Poland, where I was the other day, and obviously where huge numbers of people are coming through. The other point to make, and this is why I'm here today at the embassy, but also with the Ukrainian community, we are absolutely working with the Ukrainian community, the people that have families and loved ones in the region that are fleeing Ukraine, to make contact with their family and loved ones so that they can apply directly, and we can speed things up basically. That is why we're surging all our capacity. What is a fact is that this scheme launched on Friday and over 10,000 people have applied. You've heard me say already, we are surging all capacity. We're expediting applicants and applications through our system. So as I've said, as we stand here now, people are being given the right to come to the United Kingdom for 3 years. This is an incredible scheme, and we are doing everything possible, surging capacity across every single application centre across the EU, any EU member state where we have staff. We are surging. We are flying people into the region right now, the border countries, the host countries where refugees are coming into, so we can fast track and speed up applications. And it's right that we do this. We are doing everything possible to surge applications and to help people fleeing Ukraine, fleeing the persecution that Putin is inflicting upon Ukraine, to come to our country. And we're working with the Ukrainian community, the Ukrainian diaspora community in the United Kingdom. So let me just be really quite clear and quite frank about the work of the government. We have been expediting sanctions. Sanctions policy has been very clear. Foreign Secretary has been leading that work. But you've specifically asked about the Economic Crime Bill, which is coming to Parliament tomorrow as emergency legislation. I think every political party in Westminster understands the sense of emergency around taking the action and putting the legislation on statute on a sound legal footing, so that we can absolutely go after the oligarchs, reclaim their money, but also sanction these individuals. We're doing everything that we can in emergency time, and we've drafted this legislation in record time, and it's coming to Parliament tomorrow. I can tell you now, as someone that's been involved in drafting this legislation, we've been working night and day on this to bring this emergency legislation to Parliament, and you will see it go through Parliament this week. So first of all, let me just correct what has been said by the French government. The British government is not turning anybody around or turning anybody aback at all. And I think it's really important to emphasise that, particularly this time when all nations across Europe must work together to help and support people in need and fleeing Ukraine at this awful, awful time. That is why I was in Poland on Friday. I've been in the region directly to see how we can help refugees and how we can inform them about our route and our scheme, and that is up and running, and that is absolutely working. But secondly, we have to recognise that it's working with governments in Europe, but also in the region where they are on the front line, where they want our aid and where they want our help and where they want our support, that they are receiving it directly from the British government and from the British people. So it is wrong to say that we are turning people back. We are not. I have staff in Calais. We have surged staff in Calais. The Home Office has a team of people in Calais. We are making sure, and people have been coming from France to the United Kingdom to be reunited with their family, and that is working, and we will continue to have our presence on the ground and our staff in Calais to make sure that people that want to come to the United Kingdom can come. I've been very clear. I have staff in Calais. I have staff in Calais to provide support to Ukrainian families that have left Ukraine to come to the United Kingdom. It is wrong and it is inaccurate to say that we are not providing support on the ground. We are.